Yes, I was saying, I thought this might be a good time to actually talk about the thing now. If you haven't seen my last video, you can go and watch that after the stream. But I assume that quite a few of you might have seen it. It's not like viral or anything, but it's like got quite some attention from like newspapers, online newspapers, now also like radio, mass media. I'm still talking to journalists about it, but it's not like it's any secret. Like I'm just telling the same story on different platforms, which is about the citizenship testing. This morning I was actually on BBC Radio Wales as well, telling this story, but that was way before the time I normally wake up. So I don't know if I did well. I just yapped with a half awake brain. But anyway, if you want to check it out, you can go listen to this morning's program at like almost 8 o'clock, just before 8 o'clock. The journalists keep asking me if there is any updates, and before yesterday, my answer would have been no. So basically, with the company that runs the citizenship test, the only communications I've had until yesterday was everything that I showed you in the video. So long story short, if you're not caught up, very long story, very short. I asked them if I could do a test in Welsh. They told me we need 12 weeks. They told me in summer we need 12 weeks to prepare it. You need to come to Cardiff. Great. In October, early October, pretty much 3 months, aka 12 weeks ago, I said, yes, please do it. You can have your 12 weeks, prepare the test. And I had nothing for them for over a month. I called them several times in November, and they kept saying, the back-end team is working on it, we're working on it. So I really wanted to believe them. So I did for the time being. And then in late November, early December, I got emails finally that said, would you like to do the test in Welsh? Or like they said, oh, we are about to start the preparation progress. We're about to start preparing tests for you. So that was the part that made me really suspicious, because before that they had said they were working on it, but then in December they said they were going to work on it. So that's like conflicting messages, right? So that was where we were at in the story. So in late December, I made the last video to basically tell you the entire process, what had happened, and I felt very defeated at that point in time. I was like, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. I'm on a deadline. I have to finish the test by March, and if they start preparing now and they take 12 weeks, it's going to be too late. And then that video came out, and then nation.com reported on it. Some other Welsh-related pages reported on it. I've spoken to S4C News. I've spoken to BBC Radio Wales, and so on. And I've also, who else have I talked to? I send a message, because I've got contacts, right? I just have contacts everywhere now. At some point, it did feel like it felt like it's like a story. I'd made all these contacts over the past year. And then they were all coming back to help give me a hand. So I had been in contact with the Welsh Commissioner. So I was like, oh, let's discuss this as well. I gave them the whole story, basically what I said in the video, with lots of detail, with screenshots and things. I spoke to someone I knew in Plaid Cymru, and then they said, okay, we'll like try to see what I can do, and forward to someone who was interested. I talked to the journalist at S4C who interviewed me pretty much a year ago after my video went viral. So yeah, it's like all building up, all accumulating to this point. So I don't know eventually what helped, but I'm pretty sure that certain parties, probably some journalists, got in touch with the company that runs the test. Not sure if the Welsh Commissioner did. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I haven't heard from them. They said, oh, we're going to discuss the next steps. And then I don't know what the next steps were. Maybe they did something as well. But either way, yesterday, I was going to be on BBC Radio Wales yesterday morning, and they rescheduled because of, I don't know, a change in program. And it's changed from yesterday morning to this morning. And wow, what a coincidence. Yesterday afternoon, I got an email from the company. Finally, that's the latest update. And basically they said, yeah, we will do that. Please be reassured. We've been busy, but we'll do that. We can schedule the test. Schedule, if you're pedantic. And they even asked me when I want to do the test. So they were like, give me some dates you'd like to come to Cardiff to do it. To go to Cardiff, I guess, not come. So I was like, wow, now they're really eager. And they could do it really quickly, because they said, oh yeah, you can go there anytime. Like, when do you want? Just let us know. We'll make it happen. Before that, they said, oh, we need 3 months. It's a long preparatory process. But now, just say the word. We'll do it. So I find that quite humorous, the fact that they're so happy to oblige. And they also made sure to call me as well on top of sending me an email, just to make sure I got the message. So that's where we are now. I initially told them I wanted to do it in early January, which is now. But the fact is that I'm not done studying. More on that later. I studied slower than I initially intended to, because I was like, yeah, they're probably going to take forever to prepare it. They're probably not going to give me the test until like March. So I'm in no hurry to finish studying. So yeah, I would have finished by now, but I haven't. So I said, oh, can we do it like in late January, early February? And they said, okay, we'll look at what we can do. So that's where we are now. So now, I don't want to say that we're completely out of the woods quite yet, because, you know, for the past few months, they have been saying that we are working on it, right? They're now basically saying the same thing, just with more confidence, and probably from some guy who's a bit higher up. But I still want to keep talking to media, because it's not just about me, right? I mean, I'm more hopeful now. I'm not 100% hopeful, but I'm more hopeful now. But the thing is, think about what I've had to go through just to make this happen, right? I had to keep contacting them for months, and then I made a big fuss about it on YouTube, on actual mass media, before we got to this point. So I'm like, if someone else wants to do this in the future, I don't want them to have to go through this. I don't want them to literally have to become news just so that they can book a freaking test. So I still want to keep talking to media to make sure to raise awareness of this issue, of this inequality that exists out there. And on top of that, also to raise general awareness about this test, about how it's privatized, outsourced. And also, it is also unreasonably difficult, because most British people don't know about it. That is, long story short, yeah, that's where we are now. So I might still have something coming up in a couple of days, probably on BBC Radio Cymru, I think. Radio Cymru, sorry, mispronounced. But I will talk about how I'll run these streams in a little bit, because I have to change my tactic now, because what I've been doing so far is I just read this with you guys, like a little reader book, so that you can also learn about, what are the immigrants being taught about our country. But now that I'm actually, well, again, touch wood, okay, knock on wood. I'm doing it in like a month's time. I'm probably going to change my tactic, and I'll tell you how in a little bit. But let's check in with chat. That's a video, but yes, that's a video. Good stuff, boy. Thank you, Scarf Guesses. Yeah, that's awesome so far. Hope the ending is good. I hope so as well. I'm a bit more optimistic now. I was really desperate defeatist back then when I made the last video, and that was actually unscripted as well. So like, if you look at the comments, I added some extra information in the comments. So yeah, that I literally just ranted out the camera. You're 20 minutes late. You're just in time. You're just in time to hear all the latest updates and happenings. They're spooked. Yeah, they probably are. I wonder what is the thing that finally spooked them, but they were spooked. This can't be the norm. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So you can't, it can't be norm that people have to, again, make a fuss and become a news item to make this happen, right?